So most of the time, young kids do play a number of different sports, but a lot of the time, the elite sports people by about 14, 15 decide to specialise. But not Pat Connaughton, who was drafted into both the NBA and the MLB and has played both basketball and baseball professionally. So anyway, before this video starts, we're doing a daily December. We are getting a video out every single day. So if you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. The original goal was 25k, we smashed that. Then we smashed 30k, which is crazy. And now we're trying to hit as close to 35k as possible by the 31st of December. It's looking like we're not going to hit it, but it's going to be really close. So if you guys like this content, subscribe. But anyway, that's enough of that. And now let's get on to the video. In high school, Connaughton was mainly seen as a baseball player. He received major interest in baseball from schools in NCAA Division 1, but only had one basketball offer from an NCAA Division 2 college. But between his junior and senior years in high school, Connaughton dominated in the AAU National Tournament in Orlando, Florida, including a game where he had 33 points and 20 rebounds. He then began to receive multiple offers in basketball as well as baseball, with many schools offering to let him play both sports. He eventually chose the University of Notre Dame. Connaughton had a successful enough first couple of years in college. Year decided he was going to stay on for his senior basketball season despite warnings that it would affect him in the upcoming MLB draft. He was eventually drafted by the Baltimore Orioles of the MLB in the 4th round with the 121st overall selection. But it's believed that had he not committed to playing for Notre Dame that year and had have committed to the MLB, that he would have been selected in the first 2 rounds. It's believed that he could have earned up to $1 million if he was willing to quit basketball. He agreed terms with the Orioles, receiving a signing bonus of over $400,000, with them permitting Connaughton to play basketball for his senior year. As a senior, Notre Dame won its first ACC championship, and he also took part in the 2015 Final Four, in which they lost to Kentucky. Connaughton played a few games of professional baseball in the minor leagues before that senior season, but as of right now, since July 2014, he's yet to play a game of pro baseball. Pat Connaughton declared for the 2015 NBA draft and was selected with the 41st pick by the Brooklyn Nets, and was traded along with Mason Plumlee to the Portland Trailblazers for Steve Blake and Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. He signed a 3-year contract with a clause in it that Connaughton did not play professional baseball during that time. He's currently in the final year of that contract and has already played more than double the minutes he has in any other season, and we're only in December. He's averaging 5.9 points per game, shooting nearly 40% from 3 and 45% from the field. Pat Connaughton has become a solid contributor for the Portland Trailblazers, and for a 2nd round draft pick, that's all you can really ask for. But the question is, will Pat Connaughton end up being a basketball player for the rest of his career? And to be honest, we don't know. It's clear that right now the sport that he prefers is basketball, seeing as realistically he has put a lot of money on the table to play basketball rather than professional baseball, where right now he could be playing in the MLB. The Orioles still hold Connaughton's baseball rights through 2020 and haven't looked at taking back the $400,000+ signing bonus that they gave him back in 2014. The team still thinks that he can be a major contributor in the MLB, and the team's vice president has believed since high school that his future is in baseball. And you never know, at some stage in the next couple of years, Pat Connaughton could decide to switch and become a great baseball player. Now, a lot of the time when we talk about multi-sport athletes, especially NBA players, we talk about hypothetical situations. We all know that Chris Humphries was as good a swimmer as Michael Phelps in their youth, but has Chris Humphries ever swam in the Olympics? No. We all know that Allen Iverson was a great football player in high school. We all know that LeBron James could have been probably an NFL footballer. But again, they're hypothetical situations. The only other player I can think of that had a legitimate chance to play in 2 professional leagues was Charlie Ward, who was the Heisman Trophy winner and then became an NBA role player. We all know Michael Jordan played in the minor leagues in baseball and just wasn't cut out for it. And we know that Nate Robinson just wasn't cut out for the NFL after trying to make it for a couple of years. But Pat Connaughton genuinely got drafted into 2 of the major sports leagues in America, which is something that's extremely rare. And it'll be crazy if halfway through his career he decides to just stop playing basketball in the NBA and go straight into the MLB and has a crazy baseball career. Pat Connaughton, easily one of the most talented sports people in the world. And it's crazy how in a world where a lot of kids are encouraged to specialize in a sport by about 15 years old, kids are encouraged to specialize in the sport they're best at, that there's a guy who can be drafted into 2 of the major leagues. If Pat Connaughton had specialised in baseball when he was 15, because obviously he was getting Division 1 offers in that sport, he would have never had any chance of making the NBA. And vice versa, if he decided that he was going to specialise in basketball, he may never have the chance to play baseball in the future. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? Do you think he should stay in the NBA, the sport he clearly prefers, or do you think he should try give the MLB a shot, the sport that he appears to be better at? So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.